Well, good morning, my brothers and sisters. I guess you can tell I'm in transition. I'm in transition, almost at my destination. But I do have a word that I wanted to speak to you. And I will say that many of you're about to have a eye-opening experience. You are about to have an eye-opening experience where something that your eyes has never seen, something that's going to shock you. But in it shocking you, it's going to change you. It's going to change how you think. It's going to change how you feel. It's going to change how you view life, how you view God, how you view others. God is about to, from this one event, from this one encounter, and so it's been brewing for a long time. It's been prepared for a long time. But with this one encounter, your whole life is going to change. Your whole view. It's like going from one city to the next. When you go from one city to the next, what you notice is that you see stuff different. You see stuff different that you didn't see in the other city. Different people, different buildings, different trees, different personalities. All of that happens when you go to a new place. And this is what's taking place, and this is what's going on right now. God is preparing. There's something that God is preparing. And I got a scripture for you. First Corinthians. I know it's in 1 Corinthians where it says that, I think it's 2:9, says that, eyes have not seen, ears, neither has ear heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man what God has prepared for those that love him. So what that lets me know is that God has something prepared for your eyes. God got something new that you've never seen, that you've never perceived, that you've never understood, that you've never been aware of. And see, the thing about it, when your eyes see something that you've never seen, can't take it back. It changes you. Just like you see something just like you see light that's too bright. Once you see that light, the light got you. When you see something, and many of you saw things before you grew up too early, and because you saw certain things prematurely, it created a certain warfare in your life, throughout your life, and it made you do more things that were detrimental to you, and over the course of time, it's accumulated and it's made you a certain kind of way, and because you're a certain kind of way, you really can't find the very thing that you really need as far as a companionship, because you've been through so much. And so because you've been through so much, it's very difficult for you to let yourself go. It's very difficult for you to give your all, give yourself, because when you do that, you feel like you're doing it. You feel like you're giving someone else the power. You feel like you're giving someone else the victory. And so because of that, you embrace it, and so you're very reserved. But what I want to say, that with this eye-opening experience, just like with Apostle Paul at one time, he was Saul, and he was persecuting the church. And so one day he was on this journey, and this one day he was on this road called Damascus, and he was going to a Christian's house to do some more persecution. But along the way, he met God with a bright light. And that bright light, he was on a donkey, or he was on something. He was riding a donkey, and it knocked him off it, made him blind. And from that one particular encounter, God told him, you can't kick against the prick. What are you doing? You can't fight me. You can't fight me. And then what happens? He was blind, and he was led to his destination, the same place he was going. He still went in the same place. But when he got there, he saw different. So what's happening is that you're going to see different. You're going to perceive different. See, because he saw different because he was blind. He saw from a humility state. At one time he was going in a haughty place, in a place of persecution, or of persecuting, tormenting. But now he's going in a place of humility because he met God, and God humbled him. And when God humbled him, he had to be led. And he had to be led. And so when you become humbled by God, and when you humble yourself, don't let God humble you. Humble yourself. Either way, when you humble yourself or God humble you, he'll lead you. And that's where many of you are getting to now. That's why you're broken. That's why I feel like you lost so much. You're broken and you lost so much because God want to get you to a place where you're humble, where He can lead you. And so, see, because you've been leading yourself. But this time, God is going to lead you. God going to do the leading. He's the one that's going to do the leading. He's going to do the leading. And so this is your open eye experience. So your open eye experience means that He's going to bring you to the awareness of. Just like there was an old prophet and these young prophets, and the enemy had surrounded this mountain. And the young prophets were concerned about this old prophet because he wasn't concerned. But the old prophet prayed to God and said, God, open their eyes up. Let them see what was with me, what was with us. And God opened their eyes up. And then they saw what the seasoned prophet saw. And what the seasoned prophet saw and what they saw God's army ready, surrounding that army. You need to know, you need to look again, and you need to pray. Because if you look defeated, if it looks like your enemy is about to overtake you, God has said, pray again. Pray again and look again. Because this time God is going to reveal it to you. He's going to open your eyes up. Open eye experience. What you didn't see before, God is pulling the scales off. What you didn't hear before, God has opened your ears up to hear. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Open eye experience. God is changing things in your life. God is moving stuff around. God is renewing you. God is setting you free for such a time as this. He's pulling the scales away. He's pulling depression away. He's pulling hurt away. For such a time as this. I gotta go.